Well, hello everyone and welcome to Speaking of Diamonds. My name is Rich and I'm here today with an unboxing. This is an unboxing of my first holiday kit. And I'm pretty excited because it's a pretty cool image. So this is from Captured by Radiance. If you're not familiar with Captured by Radiance, they are based in the US and Canada. Actually, there's two sisters. One's in the US, one's in Canada. And they both seemingly dabble in the diamond painting world, and then one of the sisters actually turns pens as well, and they produce some very nice diamond painting pens. They also have crystals, amazing towers and spheres and little shapes and stuff like that, and the most amazing crystal wings that are on a stand. They're either like angel wings or butterfly wings or dragon wings. They're so cool. So definitely go check them out. I will post the link down below. But let's go ahead and take a look at today's diamond painting. So as you can see, they have very nice packaging with their tagline on the side here, "Your masterpiece awaits," and then the standard, sort of step-by-step process of how to diamond paint. So let's go ahead and get into this. So like I said, this is my first holiday image, and by holidays I mean like the Christmas winter holidays, not Halloween or anything, but and this is, I don't know, I really like this image. It's not your typical holiday image, I believe. So your canvas is going to come in this green organza bag with the Captured by Radiance on it. I love these bags because not only does it keep everything together, but it keeps, or it lets the canvas slide into the box a lot easier than trying to deal with sort of the rough canvas against the rough edges of the box. Plus, when you're done with the painting, if you're the type of person that rolls it up, puts it back in the box to store it, or you roll it up to put it in the box to ship or to, take it somewhere, this helps protect those diamonds as well. This is a square, so we'd be rolling it out. This could help protect the diamonds and make sure that it doesn't get hung up on the box. So let me go ahead and take it out of the box. And let's go ahead and talk first about what you get in the kit, or in the diamond painting. So what you get is, it's pretty standard fare, but there's a couple interesting parts that I want to talk about. First of all, here are your drills. Now the drills come very well packed. They are in the little baggies. So if you're the type of person that likes to work right out of baggies, here you go, you're all set. And of course, if not, you can obviously put these into whatever containers you choose to use. They are coated, so if you separate these from the canvas, you know what drills goes with the canvas, so that's great. They are resin drills, and they look quite clean. And I don't see a lot of static either. And maybe the reason why I don't see a lot of static is these are packed so well. They're tight. Okay, they're wrapped well. And what that does is it holds the drills and doesn't allow them to move so much during shipping. And think about it, when you were a kid, you rubbed a balloon on your head and you stuck it to the wall and it had static. You scooched your feet across the carpeting, you were able to touch someone and shock them with static. Things rubbing up against each other, especially plastic upon plastic, creates static. So this really is a sign that you're probably going to have a pretty good kit up experience with minimal static. And also just look at this color palette. I told you this was a holiday palette, and this doesn't look super holiday-ish, right? It's not your red and green and stuff like that. That's why I really sort of like this image, because it's different. Okay. You also will get a toolkit, and this is your standard toolkit. You have your white boat. You have a 4 and a 7 multi-placer. You have your standard diamond painting pen with the cushion that goes on it to make it a little bit easier to hold. You have your own pair of murder tweezers. These are not as murderous as some of them, but they are still pretty sharp. You get some washi tape, which is nice for putting around the border or sectioning off your painting. And then you get a couple pats of blue wax in this little diamond, or this little container here. One thing that Captured by Radiance does a little different is they do provide you a cover minder. Now their cover minder, since they also sell crystals, their cover minders are crystals. They're from rocks. This happens to be a red jasper, and they will always label it and tell you what it is. And this is a little owl. Let me see if I can get this up here for you to see that. So it's a little owl with the magnets. He's going to be able to sit on your painting, and whether you just use it to hold back the plastic as intended, or if you use it to hold down release papers or whatnot. What's cool about this is obviously it's not your run-of-the-mill plastic or 3D printed. It's actually a stone, right? But also, depending on what your thoughts are about crystals, you know, some people like crystals just because they're natural and they look really cool. And this one has the typical markings of red jasper, and it just happens to be carved into this owl shape. However, some people also believe in the energy that crystals bring, and red jasper is especially good for some stomach issues, jasper in general, stomach issues, blood issues, kidney stones. But this red will specifically, let's see, red jasper stimulates without being excessive. So you get, it gives you energy without getting you hyper. But the one thing that I read about red jasper that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is mine, is that it will help give Virgos the strength and persistence to achieve their goals. And I need that because I need to achieve some hefty goals. Okay, let me set that aside. Now, this is a replacement kit that I received. Something was wrong with my initial kit, so I did get a replacement kit, and it did not come with your typical stickers. So I did get another Captured by Radiance kit out just to show you that you will get a nice sticker sheet with nice, very legible stickers, a nice image. This is from Glacius. I already unboxed this prior on my channel. You could cut this out and put it into any logbook or anything like that. And then of course it has the name, the artist, and the size on it as well. So let's take a look at the canvas. You ready? Welcome to Cloes Christmas from Robert Finale. This is a square, 75 by 60. And as you can see, we have sort of a wintry scene. Looks like maybe at sunset with the the blue clouds and stuff that, maybe snow is coming, or it's been snowing a little bit. There is some snow on the ground. You have the light reflecting off the trees. You have a little bridge here coming over to some land, and there's a little body of water running through here. You have some people making a snowman over here. And then you have this beautiful painted lady house. Painted lady, a term for like these old Victorian type style houses that usually have very ornate trim, as well as can be painted very lavish colors. We'll just say loud colors, perhaps. There's one by me that's literally pink and green in my town here. This one doesn't look to be crazily colored, but I do see some of the trim. You have like a widow's walk type railing up here. You have the railing on the top of the porch, and then of course the railing on the porch. My favorite part of this image, and what I may do, is someone told me about the creator Lizette. What she does is she takes a piece of the painting and she will save it until the very last thing, and she calls it her bonbon. Well, I think I'm going to have my bonbon here be right here. So this is the front of the house, and we have windows so you can see into the house a little bit. And here we can see right in to their Christmas tree that's inside the house. And I just thought that is so charming because when I was a kid, and you know, we have the large tree over here too, and they sort of match somewhat. But when I was a kid, and even now, sometimes drive around looking at Christmas lights, right? And everyone was always, ooh, look at the outside, look at the motion things they have out there, or look at this, or what have you. And what I was always interested in is I wanted to look in the house and I wanted to see the diamond painting, or I'm sorry, the tree, or how they had the inside of their house decorated, because I just felt that that was much more cozy and much more indicative of the people that live there. You know, they could go all out and put lights all around the outside just to have it, but really their tree speaks to their type of taste and whatnot. And this was before people had 2 or 3 trees in their house. Like nowadays, I know people have the really nice one, like a formal one in the living room, and then they have a family one in the family room. The kids' bedrooms may have it. So it was, you know, pretty much the one tree, and you got to really see a little bit about their taste. So let's take a look at this canvas. First of all, the canvas is very nice and heavy, very soft back. It has scalloped and poked edges to prevent fraying. Let's take a look at this canvas. Up at the top, we have the Captured by Radiance logo, along with your masterpiece awaits. Upper right-hand corner, we have the image, Cloes Christmas, licensed by Robert Finale, and the part number, which also, as I said earlier, matches your drills, and the measurement of a 75 by 60 centimeter. Let's come down to the bottom of the canvas. Lower left-hand corner, you have their socials. Lower right-hand corner, OSNAP insurance and 100% satisfaction guaranteed. They stand behind their canvases and drills and whatnot. So if you have any problems, contact them and they will do their best to make it right. But also the OSNAP insurance is the oops, I dropped all my drills and I need some replacement drills. And then finally, your masterpieces weights, which is their tagline. The plastic cover on these is fantastic. If you're the type of person that gets a little crazy by the crinkly plastic, this is not a thin plastic like that. And let's go ahead and take a look at the symbols and the printing. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you what I do appreciate is we have light colors, light color symbols on dark colored spaces. And then we have dark printed symbols on light spaces. And you may be going, well, duh, Rich, like, why wouldn't they do that? I actually have a painting that I'm trying to work on that is all black printed. And the main color in the background is 939. If you recall your DMC, 939 is a very dark navy blue with black letters on it. I'm going nuts trying to read it. So I really do appreciate when companies make sure that their symbols reflect the opposite of what, you know, the hue of this, the spot that they're labeling. But other than that, they look perfectly clear. Even the light colored ones, like sometimes with the light colored ones, they do get a little, what's the word I want to use? Like wispy, maybe. I don't know. They look very light printed, but these look just fine. Now let's talk about the sides of the canvas. You have your legends here on the side. Now this painting does have 53 colors. There's 53 colors here, 3 of the crystals, 2 ABs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dust drills, or as Captured by Radiance calls them, unicorn poop. Captured by Radiance, they want to have a little bit of fun and they don't want to take themselves too seriously, so they thought unicorn poop would be a great name for their dust drills, because really, think about it, if there was a unicorn, it would poop something sparkly, right? So it's 53 colors. What I like about how Captured by Radiance does their canvases, and only a handful, small handful of companies do this, is right now I'm working on this image, okay, as it's orientated towards me. I can see this legend with no problem because it's orientated toward me. But they know that a lot of us don't have all the room in the world to diamond paint. So sometimes we have to flip our paintings, right? I have to flip it here to get to this end of the painting, okay? Now, this key or legend is orientated towards me, so I can see what I'm, you know, supposed to be placing. Now, obviously, I have to flip the, when I see, let's see, letter A here, I'm looking for an upside down letter A, but it's a little bit easier to find, in my opinion, looking at the legend as it's orientated to you. You can find your color really quick. And I don't use the legend a lot because I mostly go by symbol. I kit up by symbol. However, every once in a while, I just have the darndest time finding a symbol. So I have to go to my legend, and it's, like I said, it's just nice to have it so that you can see it however you're orientated. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up our drills, and I am going to find our special drills. I'm going to plot them around the painting, and I'm going to come back and show you a little bit where they primarily happen in the painting. As a quick disclosure, I don't, I may not find every single instance of a special painting on the canvas, but I can show you at least where most of them are located. So give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I have our special drills laid out here. Again, there are 3 crystals, 2 ABs, and 5 unicorn poop or dust drills. So let's go in numeric order. So our first special drill, this is my favorite drill, and I'm going to tell you why. This is 318 unicorn poop, so a dust drill. This color is like a steel gray, I believe is what it's called. And first of all, I love gray. But the mica powder that's on top of the drill to make it a dust is blue. So you're getting like this blue shimmer on this gray background. It's just the most beautiful drill that I've seen in quite some time. So this is, seems to, up in this part of the tree over here and the outline of the branches and whatnot, it's this sort of lighter gray lines that you see here, and it's primarily up here by in that tree. Then we have 782, I'm sorry, 728, which is this bright yellow color. This is a unicorn poop or dust drill. This is in the house here where you see some of the medium yellows here in the windows and down here on the porch, and then it reflects down here in the water because it's reflecting the lights of the house. Then we have 3826, which is also a unicorn poop. This is number 46. This is over here in the tree, and it goes along, it's sort of the lighter brown, or I'll say medium brown highlight along the tree here. It seems that like the sun is setting, but it's still, light is still coming through the clouds a little bit, and it's just reflecting off the tree here. And that is going to show off that reflection quite nicely. Very subtle with the dust coating as opposed to an AB or something. 3860. This is down here. This is another sort of, it's a darker brown. So you can see this one was more of a tannish brown. This one is more of, you know, especially with this unicorn poop coating, the mica powder coating, I'm seeing like a hot chocolate. That's what I'm seeing, which would be perfect with this painting. So this is down here and over in here, like sort of like the shadows a little bit under the bridge here throughout the, I think this is the water, so the darker parts of the reflections of the house. We have some over here on the land, and then some just going up here, like with the swing. There's a swing here with, it looks like they have a child on it, and a little bit in this rope here holding the swing up. Then we have 3865 unicorn poop or dust. This is obviously going to be, you know, think snow. So this is going to sort of have a little sparkle off of the snow, which, you know, let's face it, some of us like snow, but a lot of us don't like snow. I like snow because it's pretty. As long as it would not fall on my car, the driveway, or the streets, I would be super happy about that. But this color is going to be in here. It's going to be sort of the furniture that got left out here. I don't know if it maybe snowed unexpectedly and they didn't get this put away, or if it just stays out all year round. You know, I like to keep a chair out year round, and when it's a nice quiet night, yes, it's a little cold, but it's not windy or anything, and the moon is sparkling off the snow, definitely want to get out and sit there. And then it comes through the bushes here a little bit, just to cap off some of the snow that may be on the bushes and whatnot. And there's also some snow, it looks like, up on the peak of the house here as well. Then we have 150 AB. Now this is our first AB, and that is this magenta-ish color with the AB coating on it. It gives it a, you know, multicolor hue to it, but the base of it is sort of a magenta. This is going to be wherever you see these bright red spots. So here we have the people doing the putting together the snowman. Looks like we have some in a hat, the snowman's scarf. We have some ornaments on the tree here. We have the bow on the wreath and the ornaments on the tree here. Another bow on a gaslight, it looks like. I'm not sure what that is. Here's the bow on the wreath, and maybe another scarf over here. So that is just sort of scattered throughout the image, highlighting the red in the painting. Then we have number 743 AB. This is up here primarily in the house, and this is sort of this is the lighter yellow areas that you see here. Now this goes with, these two are next to each other up here. So you have the medium yellow squares, which is the lighter one, and then the lighter yellow is this one, which is the ABs. And what I really like about this image with these windows is it looks like, so the light is at the top of the window and then it gets darker. So it's very much like the light is on the ceiling, you know, and it's coming down and you're seeing it brighter up at the top of the window and then darker at the bottom of the window. But this one is in the windows up here, but it is also down here in some of the, in between the railings and whatnot, and in the windows down here. Then we have 208, yes, 208. This is a crystal, this is a purple crystal. Very pretty sort of deep purple crystal. And this is going to be up here in the windows. So it's the sort of the, on either side of the window. So maybe like a curtain, maybe, depending on how you look at it. And there's a little bit here. There's some up here. I don't know. Am I at the top of the image? There's some up here. I don't know if these are supposed to be birds or not. I'm not sure. You know, I'll put them there, but I may take them off of there because I don't know that that is going to look right. But I do like it in the house here where it is charted primarily. And then we have 792 crystal, and this is like a nice royal blue. And this is in some of the bushes here to provide like that deeper shadow color. We have a little bit in the house, but then we have some in the snow here, and even in some of the bridge, the cobblestone bridge here, going over, again, bringing that nice shadow. And then finally, we have 938. And this is, I don't see this very often, this is a brown crystal. Why not a brown crystal? But I don't see a lot of brown crystals. And this is here in the tree. So again, you have that fairy dust that's over here, or the unicorn poop, that's sort of going to give you a highlight. And these are going to give you a little bit of a low light on the tree with that sun coming through the clouds. So really nice balance of special drills throughout the painting. I would say one of the things I like to talk about is, you know, confetti versus color blocking. I'm going to say that this is probably a medium. I would give this a 2 out of 3 on the confetti scale. You're definitely going to have some confetti, but you definitely have some larger swatches of color blocking or line blocking as well. And in case you're not familiar, confetti is where you have, think about if I threw confetti on this painting right now and there'd be just little dots all over. So that's when you have one color that's just all over the painting, okay? And when you work on a square, you may get out and put down a half a dozen drills and that's it. So that would be confetti. Color blocking is when you have large patches of, here we have a large patch of green coming through. We have a large patch of this tan, this blue up here for the sky. And then line blocking is when you have lines of the same color. So here we have a lot of these blue lines here along the eave of the house here. So, has this put you in the holiday mood? I hope so. It has me, and I could really go for a little bit cooler weather right now. It's a little warm today, but definitely go check out Captured by Radiance. They have amazing artwork over there. They have a group of amazing artists. Some of my favorite artists are over there. Robert Finale, he's an artist I have not worked with before, worked on a painting from, but from what I see, he has these very detailed sort of landscape or buildingscape type images. Funny enough, when I was reading up on him, he's from Cuba. And he's doing a winter scene here, and I thought that was sort of interesting or a little comical. But this is Chloe's Christmas from Robert Finale. It's a 75 by 60 square, has a total of 53 colors, 3 crystals, 2 ABs, and 5 unicorn poop or your dust drills. Great quality, great printing, definitely. Go ahead and get this one. I think this is going to be very fun to work on, that it's just not your traditional red, green, Santa holiday image. It's a nice winter scene. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments. I'll do my best to get to them. Otherwise, I will talk to you the next time we are Speaking of Diamonds. Bye-bye.